Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable Legislation Person, and Honorable President Karnataka Digital Academy to the dais. I also request Shishkiran Shetty, Arvind Kamath, and Kamar Reddy to come on the dais. Arvind Kamath and Kamar Reddy sir to come on the dais. Good evening to one and all. I seek permission to your lordship to commence the program. A very warm greetings of the Constitution Day and Samyadala Day to all honorable dignitaries on and off the dais. As Dr. Preamble reminded us that constitutional morality is not a natural sentiment, it has to be cultivated. This evening stands as a tribute to that cultivated morality and to the institutions and dignitaries who safeguarded it with unwavering commitment. I welcome you all to the celebration of Constitution Day organized by High Court of Karnataka, Karnataka State Legal Service Authority in collaboration with Karnataka State Bar Council and Advocates Association, Bengaluru. We are honored to have the presence of Honorable Judges, High Court of Karnataka at Principal Bench and benches at Dharwad and Kalburgi benches, learned registrars, High Court of Karnataka, learned judicial officers, learned advocates, law clerks, officials of High Court of Karnataka, law students and other esteemed guests who are present today. We are gathered here to celebrate Constitution Day. The Constitution is the supreme law of India. There is no democracy without its Constitution. This day promotes awareness of constitutional values, reinforcing justice, liberty, equality and fraternity in a diverse nation. The Constituent Assembly took 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to draft the Constitution. 26 November has its whole importance in the history of independent India because on this day, in the year 1949, the Constitution of India was adopted by the Constituent Assembly and enforced on 26 January 1950. India is the largest democracy in the world, which is the longest handwritten constitution. With this prelude, let us begin this program. It is our tradition to commence the program with Nada Gite. May I now request all to rise for the Nada Gite.
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಜಯ ಸುಂದರ ನದಿವನಗಳ ನಾಡಿ ಧೀರ ದೇವಿಯ ಮುಕುಟದ ನವಮಣಿ ಚಂದದ ಚಂದದ ವಂದಿನ ಗಣಿ ಮಧುಸೂದನರವತರಿಸಿ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತಂಜಾತೆ ನದಿಯ ಜೋಳ ವೇದದ ದೋಷ ಜಗದಿಯ ಜೀವವರಿಂದ ನದಿಗಳ ಶಾಲೆ ನಿನ್ನಯ ಕೊರಳಿನ ಮಾಲೆ ಕಪಿಲ ಪ್ರಬಂಧನ ಗೌತಮ ದಿನಂತ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ಸಂಜಾತೆ ಶಂಕರ ಮನುಜನಿತಾರುವ ಬಸವೇಶ್ವರ ಶರಕ್ಷರಿ ಪುನ್ನ ಅಂಬರ ಕುಣಿಪತಿ ಜನ್ನ ಕುಮಾರದಾಸರ ಮಂಗಳಧಾಮ ಕವಿ ಕೋವಿಲಗಳ ಪುಣ್ಯ ನಾನಕ ರಾಮಾನಂದ ಕಬೀರ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ಸಂಜಾತೆ ಕೈಕಟ್ಟ ವೈಸನ ರಾಣಿದ ನಾಡಿ ಕಂಕಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಶರಾವತಿ ತುಂಗಾ ಪರಮಹಂಸ ವಿವೇಕ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತಂಜಾತೆ ಸರ್ವಜನಾಂಗದ ಶಾಂತಿಯ ತೋಟ ರಸಿಕರ ಮಂಗಳ ಸೆಳಲು ಪರೋಟ ಹಿಂದೂ ಕ್ರೈಸ್ತವ ಸಲ್ಮಾನ ಪಾರಸಿಕ ಜೈನರು ಜ್ಞಾನ ಜನಕನ ಓದುವ ದೊರೆಗಳ ಗಾನ ಗಾಯಕ ವೈದಿಕರ ರಾಮ ಕನ್ನಡ ನುಡಿ ನುಡಿದಾಡುವ ದೇವ ಕನ್ನಡ ತಾಯಿಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ದೇವ ಭಾರತ
Thank you, sir. I request Srimati H.R. Radha, Director, Karnataka Judicial Academy, to offer a book to Honorable Srimati Justice Anu Sivaraman, Judge, High Court of Karnataka and Executive Chairperson of KSLSA, as token of respect and gratitude. Thank you, madam. I request Sri S. Gopalappa, Director, KMC, to offer a book to Honorable Srimati Justice K.S. Mudugal, Judge, High Court of Karnataka and President, Karnataka Judicial Academy, as token of respect and gratitude. Thank you, sir. Now I request Sri Ravindra Gade, Registrar Vigilance, High Court of Karnataka, to offer a book to Sri K. Shashikiran Shetty, Advocate General, Government of Karnataka, as token of our respect. Thank you, sir. Now I request Srimati Saraswati Vishnu Kosandar, Registrar Judicial, High Court of Karnataka, to offer a book to Sri Arvind Kamath, Additional Solicitor General of India, as token of our respect. Thank you, madam. Now I request Sri Dinesh Agade, Director, Arbitration Center, to offer a book to Sri Kamareddy, Chairman, KSPC, as token of our respect. Thank you, sir. Constitution is the mother of all laws. On this Constitution Day, it is time to remember the golden heritage of our country and feel proud to be the citizens of India. It is time to offer floral tribute to acknowledge the contribution of the framers of Constitution as an inaugural ceremony. May I now request Honorable Sri Justice A.S. Bopanna, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, Honorable the Chief Justice, Honorable Executive Chairperson of KSLSA, and Honorable President KJA to offer a floral tribute to the photographs of Mahatma Gandhi and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar.
Having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation.
Honorable Justice Vibhu, Chief Justice, High Court of Karnataka, and Veteran Chief, KSLSA. Honorable Justice Anu Sivaraman, Judge, High Court of Karnataka, and Executive Chairperson, KSLSA, Honorable Justice K.S. Mukkal, Judge High Court of Karnataka and President, Karnataka Judicial Academy, all the Honorable Judges of the Karnataka High Court who are present here. And also I see some of them on the screen from Dharwad and Gulbarga. Shri K. Shashikiran Shetty, Advocate General, Government of Karnataka. Shri K. Arvind Kamath, Additional Solicitor General of India, High Court of Karnataka. Shri Kamareddy, Chairman, Karnataka State Bar Council. Congratulations to you. It's the first function I think you have attended as chairman. Learned advocates who are present here, Registrar General and all other registrars, as also the directors of the various institutions, Arbitration Center, Judicial Academy, Mediation Center, Shri Shashidhar Shetty, Member Secretary, KSLSA, and his team of officers, the judicial officers who are present here, law students and law clerks, officials of the High Court, members of print and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen. A very good evening to all of you. At the outset, let me have the pleasure of wishing you all a happy Constitution Day on this Samvidhan Divas. On this day, I consider it a privilege to stand before all of you to speak on the subject Evolution of Constitution of India. While we all know how our Constitution upholds our rights and also provides justice and ensures access to legal support for the underprivileged in building a fair and equitable society, considering that the subject assigned is of its evolution, it is necessary to travel back in time and start from the period the process of framing the Constitution began. I think this is what Justice Anushivram also meant. The idea of Constituent Assembly for India was put forward for the first time by M.N. Roy, a pioneer of the communist movement in India in 1934. The first non-official attempt at drafting the Constitution was the Constitution of India Bill 1895. The preface admitted that the people of India at that point in time were far from ready to exercise the rights proposed in the bill, but it was hoped that under the government of the British, the enjoyment of those rights at a future point could be of mutual advantage to the Indians and the British government. The bill was intended to be enacted by the British Parliament, but that did not fructify. However, the bulk of the Constitution is based on the Government of India Act 1935. Before the enactment of the 1935 Act, the British government issued a white paper in 1933 outlining their proposals for constitutional reforms in India, which in substance were incorporated in the 1935 Act. At the Swaraj Party conference held on 3rd May 1934, the white paper proposals were rejected, and for the first time, a demand was raised for convening the Constituent Assembly to frame an acceptable Constitution of India. That conference claimed the right of self-determination by the Indians and opined that the only method of applying the principle of self-determination was to convene a Constituent Assembly with the representatives from all sections of the Indian people to frame an acceptable Constitution. Section 8 under the Indian Independence Act 1947 finally recognized that a Constituent Assembly was to set up, and accordingly the Constituent Assembly was officially formed. The first session of the Constituent Assembly was held on 9th December 1946. The advisory branch of the Secretariat of the Assembly and the Constitutional Advisors to B.N. Rao took up the preparation of the draft Constitution pursuant to a resolution adopted by the Assembly on 29th August 1947.
Supreme Court of India, Honorable Justice Vibhu Bagru, Chief Justice High Court of Karnataka, Sister Justice K.S. Mukkal, Judge, High Court of Karnataka and President of the Karnataka Judicial Academy, all my sister and brother judges present here, Shri Shashikaran Shetty, Advocate General, Shri Arvind Kamath, Additional Solicitor General, Shri Kamareddy, Chairman Karnataka State Bar Council, Shri K.S. Bharat Kumar, Registrar General, H. Shashidhar Shetty, Member Secretary, and other officers of the KSLSA, all judicial officers, senior advocates, law clerks, and law students, and all the staff of the High Court who are present here. It is my privilege to wish you all a happy Constitution Day. We are here today to celebrate this living document, as it were. So today is a day for us to remember the making of the Constitution. It is because there are so many youngsters whose faces I say here that I intend to say a few words of advice. I am of the opinion that the forming or the framing of the Constitution is being forgotten, at least by the youngsters today. So, a word of advice to the youngsters and the students. Whenever you can, at least when you are called upon specifically to address some issue on the Constitution, or with regard to when you are asked to maybe draft or look up on some issue, some constitutional issue for the courts or even otherwise for academic purposes, please make it a point to go back to the framing of the Constitution, the Constituent Assembly debates. It is a wonderful thing to understand how this living document came to be. Many of the rights that we have today, I don't know whether the framers of the Constitution were even aware that those would work out from the framing that they did. But how they framed the Constitution is, please take it from the older generation, is a wonderful thing. You may not be able to read the entire Constituent Assembly debates, if somebody can, I'd like to only offer my congratulations to them, but that is not what I mean. If you are addressing a specific issue, on that article of the Constitution, if you can go back and look at the Constituent Assembly debates and see how that article came about, I think it will make the study of constitutional law much more interesting. We will understand the far side of those men and women who were engaged, those remarkable people who were engaged in the framing of this Constitution. I only seek to remind you of this so that if you look at the Constituent Assembly debates, you get a feel of their remarkable abilities, who those persons were, and how we got this living document. I don't intend to give any lengthy lecture. I only want to say that this is a day for us to remember all those remarkable men and women who gave us this Constitution, and also to renew our pledge to our country and to our people. Thank you.